Welcome to this explainer, where we're going to decode the secret biological language of our cats. Even if you feed them, pet them, and give them a totally wonderful life, science shows there are these very specific things your cat is quietly craving that just fly under the radar. So today, we're diving straight in. How to build profound primal trust through evidence-based methods that directly tap into your feline's deepest instincts.
So, does your cat actually tolerate you or truly love you? It's kind of a huge question, right? We often think that daily feeding and, basic petting is enough to secure their affection. But there's actually a massive biological difference between a cat that just puts up with our touch and a cat that absolutely melts into it. If we overlook their deeper instinctual needs, we might be missing out on the absolute highest level of connection our cats are ready and waiting to give us.
Okay, let's dive right into our roadmap for today. We'll be covering finding scent gland zones, satisfying the ambush predator, building a vocal identity, primal trust through hand feeding, and meeting in their world.
Number 1, finding scent gland zones.
Now, a lot of us just naturally default to that standard head-to-tail stroke, or we go right for the belly rub. But surprisingly, research from the journal Applied Animal Behavior Science found that this might actually cause your cat subtle stress. Crazy, right? Genuinely positive reactions, like those slow blinks, heavy purring, and head pressing, usually only happen when you focus on the correct zones. We're talking about the cheeks, the base of the ears, and right under the chin. A belly rub? Yeah, that might actually be something they're just tolerating.
And here's why those spots matter so much. When you scratch those specific scent gland zones nice and slow, you aren't just petting them. You're actually triggering a chemical release in their brain. The friction releases facial pheromones, which are these incredibly powerful biological signals telling your cat's nervous system that they're experiencing comfort, safety, and deep trust. So, by stimulating those specific scent glands, you're essentially translating your physical touch into an exact emotional feeling. You're communicating in a language way older than words, telling them, "This person is home." And honestly, that is exactly how a cat shifts from merely tolerating your touch to deeply craving it.
All right, moving on to number 2, satisfying the ambush predator. We really need to completely reframe how playtime works. Look, if you've ever waved a toy around only for your cat to pounce exactly once and then walk away looking totally bored, well, they aren't actually bored. We're just treating playtime like a game of chase. But biologically, cats are hardwired as ambush predators. Out in the wild, they don't run marathons. They stalk, they wait patiently, they calculate the absolute perfect angle, and then they strike. So when you wave a toy frantically up in the air where they literally can't reach it, sure, you're activating their prey drive, but you're also immensely frustrating them. Just think about it from their perspective for a second. It's like sitting down for this amazing, delicious meal, smelling it, taking exactly one bite, and then someone just snatches the plate away. The cycle is never actually completed.
To actually satisfy that ambush instinct, try following this specific sequence. First, move the toy slowly and let it hide behind a pillow or a corner. Second, make it act like a tiny, nervous little mouse that has absolutely no idea a predator is watching. And third, and this is absolutely crucial, let your cat actually catch it. Let them grab it, bite it, and kick it. That final capture releases a deeply satisfying rush of dopamine right into their brain. If you do this, I promise you'll see your cat play longer and engage so much harder.
Number 3, building a vocal identity. Have you ever felt like your cat was truly listening to you? Well, a fascinating 2022 study at Paris-Naire University proved you definitely aren't imagining things. They found that cats absolutely can distinguish their owner's voice from a total stranger's, but there's a catch. It only happens when the owner hits a very specific auditory threshold. When owners just use their normal adult speaking voice, the cats barely even reacted. But the exact moment they shifted to soft, short phrases, the cats became visibly more alert and affectionate.
The real trick here is aiming for what we can call a vocal sweet spot. We're talking soft volume, calm energy, and a slightly higher pitch, all delivered in nice, short phrases. It's kind of like a quiet, inside conversation between two beings who already completely understand each other. But a quick warning here, overly loud, high-energy baby talk can easily overwhelm their sensitive hearing. By consistently using this sweet spot, you build a unique vocal identity, making your specific, calming voice a long-term signal of safety for them.
That brings us to number 4, primal trust through hand feeding.
This next instinct-driven method literally takes less than 2 minutes a week, and it requires 0 special tools. While filling up a bowl is obviously fine for daily meals, simply offering a few pieces of kibble directly from an open palm
just once a week, taps into an incredibly deep evolutionary bond. It completely mimics how mother cats bring prey back to their kittens out in the wild. Being offered food directly like this is actually a feline's very first experience of trust.
When you hand feed them, you're communicating on a level far deeper than words. You're basically telling them, I provide for you and you're safe with me. Now, if they don't take it right away, don't force it at all. Through weekly practice, your hands will literally stop being these unpredictable, fast-moving objects, and they'll start speaking a thousands of years old language of total safety and provision.
And finally, number 5, meeting in their world.
This final connection technique might actually be the most profound one of all, and it involves absolutely no food, no toys, and zero touching. To really get it, you have to look at the power dynamic completely through a cat's eyes. To them, every single human is a giant. You tower over them when you walk. When you interact, you're always leaning down from way up above. Even your deepest affection is delivered with this underlying spatial power dynamic. They almost never get to experience you as an equal presence.
So what's the solution? Honestly, just sit on the floor. Have zero agenda. Don't reach out to pet them. Don't even call their name. Just lower yourself down to their world and simply exist there for a few minutes. Believe me, your cat will notice. They might glance over, slowly move a bit closer, and eventually choose to sit near you. And that space they close, it isn't just physical distance. That's your cat actively choosing to be with you, entirely on their own terms. Making yourself small like this allows them to offer you the absolute purest form of feline trust.
Now that we've used this explainer to really translate their secret biological needs, the ball is entirely in your court. We've gone from the science of scent glands and ambush dopamine all the way to the quiet power of simply sitting down on the floor. So, the real question is, which of these biological love languages are you going to try speaking tonight? Will your cat just tolerate you tomorrow, or will they finally realize that they are completely understood?